Come with me, and you'll be in a world of berserk animated speculation. Okay, hey Outlaws, it's been a little while since we talked about Berserk, so I've got to keep some of you fed because some of you get upset. No, you don't. That's the one thing. All the Berserk people that subscribe to this channel, unless it's like to do with Casca, which I get it. My opinion's not popular. I get it. Most of you don't cause me any guff. I like that. I respect you, so I got to keep you fed. All right. I covered the Studio Eclipse's fan funded. Well, it was fan funded, but I guess they had to shut down their Patreon. Anyways, their fan produced project of all Berserk episodes, and people were like, "Yeah, it's so cool, it's so cool." Unfortunately, they kind of got in trouble with Studio Gaga, and also I believe the manga publisher. I think they're called Hakken Issue. It's in here somewhere. But anyways, they got, I wouldn't say in trouble, but they got kind of like a public statement saying, "Hey, this is kind of copyright infringement. You should stop." And what they did, so that they could avoid legal trouble, is they pulled their Patreon that they're receiving donations to, and pulled that, and then kind of just cut off all their videos. And supposedly are working with Studio Gaga. Not entirely certain, but we've got this article here. Article's not the best written, but it does cover the basics, the whole base of what's going on here. Okay, so reading this article, it states that last month, Studio Gaga, the publisher and copyright holder of the Berserk manga, yes, took to social media and issued a stern statement confirming that Studio Eclipse does not have authorization to produce this fan-made film adaptation. Now, I'll be honest, there's a lot of people that produce Berserk, like memorabilia, Berserk swords, Berserk, all sorts of stuff. And I've always kind of wondered, how did you guys get away with this without some kind of agreement? Now, I'm not trying to set anybody up for failure. It was just something I always wondered about. So I think maybe Studio Gaga, now that Katara Miura is gone, they might be looking to kind of clamp down on that a little bit more, which makes sense because they have to make money on it. And it always seemed kind of like Berserk memorabilia has always been kind of a wild, wild west. Not everywhere, but some places. Okay, anyways. The post led to a speculation that the highly anticipated but unofficial fan-made anime project would be canceled, which kind of looks like it is. I mean, I've also heard there's some other issues behind the scenes, but I haven't verified it yet. It took a few weeks, but Studio Eclipse has finally responded. The studio confirmed we did not receive any type of formal cease and desist, which they did not, takedown request, or letter asking us to stop the project. But they didn't stop the studio from proactively seeking a way for the project to remain moving forward without being interrupted. After a lot of consideration, we decided to move forward and establish communication with the IP holders. Supported by a great company within the industry, we're working to get a chance to adapt this arc of the story the way the fans deserve as an official studio next year. So, maybe what's happening here, at least what I'm reading off of this is just speculation. I don't have much more information beyond this one, this article. It could be that Studio Eclipse is attempting to become officially sponsored by Studio Gaga and also funded by said company to actually create the official final Berserk anime since 1997, since I know a lot of people hate the 2016, 2017. Again, I wasn't too crushed by it, but I do understand why people... Well, I kind of understand. The clang is real, everyone. The clang is freaking real. Behold the clang. Okay, so... Unfortunately, Studio Eclipse has decided to take down the current videos of Berserk and the Black Swordsman until the situation is resolved. That's normal. When people... A lot of times people get in legal trouble or involved... Not even legal trouble, but just to get involved with legal matters, they take things down. Like, they'll close down their social media... they'll close down certain projects they're working on, just because it's not that they're doing something wrong. It's just that certain information or evidence or like things are out there can be used against them, even if they're really not incriminating evidence. That's the simplest way I could put it. Like someone could take something you said or did out of context and then try to burn you that way. Anyways, hopefully that makes sense. David, you're supporting criminals. No, I'm not. I promise you I'm not. Okay. So during this period, we'll continue working on pre-production material. Okay, so they're going to keep working, and animation tests be able to show our vision for the project to them. The statement continued. And this goes on, talks a little bit about it, like why they were using the Patreon, like right here. Addressing the controversy, Studio Eclipse noted that its past fan project has been self-funded and intended for free release public. Explaining the reason for setting up the Patreon page, Studio Eclipse said, "We decided to accept donations that the large number of the community asked for a way to support. This ended up helping us cover a lot of the background art, cleanup, and compositing costs. All other stages were only possible by sheer passion and sympathy nice from our group of friends and animators." And yeah, and people are not going to work for free forever. They're not. Unless they're fan fiction sites, which in that case, yeah. Or if you look up 50 Shades of Grey, which was basically, if I remember correctly, a fan fiction of Twilight, then she realized, oh my god, I actually have something good here. And then she published that. You want to make some money, get into women's romance novels and women's smut novels. It's a booming place, I hear. Maybe I should start doing that. He gaveth her his largest sword, impaling her entire Okay, anyways, that's all for now. I just want to touch base a little bit on this and then make sure that you guys don't feel like you're being ignored, because that's never a good thing. All right, Outlaws, this is basically the same thing. I will see you next time.